Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about 8.1a exponential function. So we are going to find explicit formula for exponential function from geometry sequence. So what is exponential function? Exponential functions have the form like this: a times b to the x power, where a is the initial amount or starting number, and b is the base, and x is the exponent. So as an example, f of x, the function is like 2 to the x power. When the first initial number is 1, so you don't need to write down 1, right? 1 times 2 to the x power. Or y equal to 5 times and half to the x power. So 2 to the x power, if you see the graph, it looks like this one. It's growing. But if the base is like a half, less than 1, it's a decaying. It's decreasing like this graph, right? So characteristics, if b, the base is greater than 1, b is greater than 1, the function continuously increase in value as x increases. So when x goes to the right, y value go up, right? But if the base is between 0 and 1, it's like a half or third, then the function decreases as x increases, like the second graph here. But you know that the x to the second power, x to the first power, these are not exponential function, right? You should know the variable x is in the exponent. All right, let's see this. So the example, you have a two example, 3, 6, 12. Sequence, two sequences, 3, 6, 12. Second is 60, 30, 50. What do you see? What do you notice? The first one is increasing double each time, right? But second one is getting half each time. So how do you find out the explicit formula? Let's do this. So how do you find the common ratio first? We know that the first term, then second term, third term. But how do you find the common ratio? You need to find out what number you multiply each time. But just by looking, you know that it's a double, so you multiply by 2, right? For A, and B, you know that you are going to multiply by half. Instead of dividing, we should use multiplication, right? So we multiply by half, not divided by 2. So to find out explicit formula, like to find the sequence formula, all right? So how do you find out the base? R is equal to second term divided by first term. Second term divided by first term. Or third term divided by second term. So you can do this way, all right? So 6 divided by 3 is 2, or 12 divided by 6 is also 2. So your base is, for the first one is 2, right? And then second one is, if you do it, 30 divided by 60 is half, or 0.5, right? Or 15 divided by 30 was the same. You can use the calculator to get the ratio. And then how does the function look like? Your explicit formula look like this. F of x is equal to what? Y is equal to 8 times p to the x minus 1 power. Oh, there's x minus, not x, x minus 1. So you should be careful with this, all right? What is A? A is like a first term, starting number. And B, we know B is the base. R here, right, base. And exponent must be x minus 1 power. Because we already know the A is the first term, then the next is when x is 2, you multiply base. So make sure you should have x minus 1 here. or you will get the completely wrong answer, right? So 8 times b to the x minus 1 power. That's the formula. So just remember this formula. So first sequence, let's think about the first sequence here. What's the first term? 3, right? Then we found that the base is 2 to the x minus 1 power. And we know that it's growing each time. That way we find out the explicit formula. Right? It's simple, right? So the second one is, how about the second one? We know this first term is 60. And what's the base? Base is half, right? G2, second term divided by first term, 30 divided by 60 is half. And then again, exponent, x minus 1, not just x, right? And you know that the base is half between 0 and 1 is decaying, decreasing it means. So that's it. You found out the formula like this and you are done. Then how do you find the, let's see, 10th term, f of 10, for example, 10th term. Then f of 10 is equal to what? When x, so we find the y value when x is 10, right? So 10th term, this is first term, second term, third term, fourth, fifth, keep going up to 10th term. So if you plug in 10 to the x here, so 3 times 2 to the 10 minus 1, which is 9, right? So 3 times 2 to the 9th power. You can just plug in, just put this in the calculator, 3 times 2 to the 9th power, calculator will give you the answer. Or if you already put into the graph mode, you will see the calculator will show you the table like this, right? I put it into the graph mode. 3y equal to 3 times 2 to the x minus 1 power. I put this in the graph mode. But it's up to you. So you can just put this 3 times 2 to the 9th power in the calculator. You can get it. So when x is 10, y value will be 1,536. So you write down 1,536. How is it? It's easy, right? So we'll stop here.